What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to the top 20 strongest players in FIFA 20. We are starting off today with the beast Akinfenwa. If you guys are enjoying the FIFA 20 content, you want to drop a thumbs up on the video, it would be very much appreciated. We are merely days away from early access on FIFA 20. If you guys want a video on or even about early access and how it goes down, let me know in the comment section below. And of course, subscribe to the channel. We're going to hit 2 million subs this FIFA. I can feel it. So EA have released a list of the top 20. And I just want to have a little breakdown of what their in-game stats are like, whether they're actually going to be useful or not, and what they were compared to last year. And first and foremost, we have got Akinfenwa. He has been downgraded from a 66 to a 65. He now has 97 strength. I do recall winning a draft on stream in FIFA 19 with Akinfenwa up front, and he was a beast. He even scored an overhead kick for me, which is nice. My man's still playing. He's still out there. He's still doing it. His skills and weak foot are the same. He has got the same pace, but he's lost one sprint speed. He has lost one across the board in terms of, one shooting from the shooting category, but his positioning has gone down 3. His finishing has gone down 2. His shot power, long shots, volleys remain the same. Penalties have also gone down 2. His passing has gone down 1. And it does look like, oh wow, actually his vision's gone down 1. His crossing has gone up 5. Free kick accuracy remains the same. Short passing up 1. Long passing up 4, and curve remains the same. His agility and just generally dribbling is about the same. It has gone down 1, but his agility is the same. His balance is the same. His reactions is the same. His ball control down 2. His composure down 3. That's going to make him quite useless now, going from 70 to 67 composure. His defending has gone up 2, just across the board. And his physical has gone down 2 from 83 to 81. But that mostly comes from his stamina. He's dropped from 77 stamina down to 69 stamina. And the rest remains the same. And he comes in as the strongest, the #1 player in there with 97 strength. So I don't think we're ever going to see him in FIFA unless people are using him as kind of like a banter guy. But next up, guys, we've got Wesley from Aston Villa, a Premier League player who actually has half-decent stats. If this guy gets a couple informs, like his first inform will be an 84 rated, that could be a monster card. He has got a just brilliant set of stats if he gets some upgrades, you know. Is this FIFA? I want to make sure I get FIFA 19 and FIFA 20 stats. So this one hasn't been updated. So it's going to be a bit struggle to get the old FIFA 20 players every time. But let's go and find Wesley from FIFA 19. So he actually got an inform in FIFA 19 whilst he was in the Pro League up to an 84. And he did have great stats there. So he's actually been upgraded from last year from a 78 to a 79. His pace has gone up 2, which actually includes 4 sprint speed and no acceleration. His shooting has also gone up 2, which includes 6 positioning. He loses 1 finishing, 2 shot power, 6 long shots, 11 volleys, and 9 penalties. So although he's only gone up 2 in shooting, he's actually had a monstrous upgrade. And with how good his positioning and finishing are, and I don't mean good in the sense of, you know, they're not even in the mid-80s, but he is legit like 1 or 2 good cards away from being a really strong, viable option. He only has 3-star, but at 6'3", with these physical stats, 93 strength, 83 aggression, 81 stamina. He's actually lost some strength from last year. His physicals have gone up 3 in total, but he's gone from 95 strength down to 93 strength and has got a pretty good card. Next up, we have got Koulibaly. So he's 89 rated in FIFA 20. He comes in with 94. Wait, hold on. EA, have you got... Wait, these stats aren't right. EA have said on their piece of information on the website that Wesley has 95 strength. When the in-game stats that we have, let me check another site to see if this is Footbin's interpretation of Wesley rather than what all the sites have. Okay, so we're going to be looking at them via Foothead. So Wesley on Foothead, there you go. He has 95 strength, not 93 strength like Footbin had. So 95 strength on Wesley, but again, he's got good stats and he's just a couple of cards away from being a very strong card. So Koulibaly is, of course, up next. 89 rated. I want to go back to FIFA 19 players please. Head. How do we have a look at FIFA 19 players? I suppose Footbin is good for the FIFA 19 because they do have the right FIFA 19 stats, don't they? So Koulibaly this year again coming in with 95 strength. He has been upgraded by 1. His physicals are the same. His pace has gone down. His shooting's gone up. His passing's gone up. His dribbling has gone up massively. His defending and physical are the same. He will be a monster in this game. He will be expensive as well, coming in as an 89 rated. He's not going to be cheap at the start. He won't even be cheap for a long time because of that pace as well. Again, assuming that chem styles are the same boost this year compared to last, an anchor chemistry style puts him up to a 93 rated centre back day one. Like, that is such a good card in the day one side of things. Next up, guys, we've got somebody who's been crucified. We've already looked at him as well, so we won't spend too much time looking at him again. We've looked at him in a previous video. That is Romelu Lukaku. He's been absolutely obliterated this year in terms of his upgrades and downgrades. Of course, he was, what was he, an 87 last year, an 88? Can't remember off the top of my head. Lukaku. He was an 87, so he's been downgraded by 2, but he's lost so much pace, a lot of shooting. He's lost a lot of physical in general as well, but they've actually boosted his strength from 94 to 95. However, he's lost a lot of stamina points. This will still be a good card. He's got good reactions and good composure for a day one card. He's got great sprint speed for a day one card, just slow off the mark. He's got really good shooting stats in the right areas for a day one card, and with that 95 strength and the 4-star weak foot, he absolutely could be a beast in the early stages of the game. And because of how bad his stats are, he'll probably be one of those cheap, because of how bad his face card stats are, should I say, he'll probably be one of those cheaper 85s off the bat, you know, like your Edin Dzeko's and players like that. But he still could be relatively useful. Next on the list, guys, we've got Ikpeazu. I hope I said his name right. Coming in as a 67 rated, 94 strength, 80 aggression. Decent shot power, but unlike someone like Wesley, well, I mean, this is a silver anyway, but he has got no chance of being in anybody's team ever. So a big 94 strength there for Ikpeazu. Next on the list, guys, we've got another gold, another big gold, and that is going to be Sule. We've already looked at him, of course, in the top 100 as well. This is going to be a monstrous card. 87 sprint speed, which is amazing. However, 53 acceleration, so stupidly slow off the mark. Okay reactions, but for a day one card, again, pretty good. Strength and aggression, brilliant. Stamina, a bit of an issue. Jumping, bit of an issue, but he's 6'5", and then his defensive stats are amazing. And an anchor chem style will take him up to a 91 rated centre-back. Just again, showing that Koulibaly is going to be the man out there. But really good defending and physical with the anchor, and just other than acceleration, not bad. But we do move on to a couple more silvers. Uller coming in first. Let me get rid of that. Ullare, wrong numbers. My Belgian striker here coming in with 94 strength, 3-star, 72 heading, which isn't bad, 38 stamina. Just another card that's going to be relatively useful for everybody all of the time. And then Petrasek as well. Is it that guy, the centre back? Yeah, so a centre back there. Doesn't have a face on here, but does have a face in the game. 94 strength. His defensive stats for a centre-back are hideous. He's slow, he can't shoot, he can't pass. I don't even know how this guy has a silver card, let alone how he's a professional football player, because these stats are crazy. But he's 6'6" with 94 strength, so that's got to count for something. Maybe you should become a basketball player instead. Next up, guys, we have got Marega. Issa Marega, not... the gold striker. Again, another card, when you just look at these stats, you just think, how can someone be this bad? But he's actually got all right stats in the passing area. Short and long passing is pretty decent. His sprint speed at 37 is woeful. He has got 94 strength and he is 6'5". But once again, if I see anyone with this card in their squad, I'm laughing. I'm licking my lips and thinking that we've got a very big win here. Seri up next, guys, a striker. I like to see a striker with a lot of strength and a lot of pace. This isn't the one. He's got decently well-rounded shooting for a silver. You know, we looked at some of those silvers that were just absolutely terrible. Great strength. Obviously, we're still in the 94 section for strength on these players. Other than that, a pretty poor card. You're never going to use him. Next up, we've actually got two players that we might see in people's teams. Coates or Coates up first. Really good strength and aggression. Very well-rounded defending. His jumping is not the best, but he is 6'5". this isn't. You might see this card in terms of, you know, when people did the Liga NOS, full Liga NOS teams for weekly objectives and things like that. I have a feeling that this guy might have been valuable. The fact that he does strong link with Bruno Fernandes is pretty good. If you put a Sentinel on him, what would he go to? Yeah, an 89 rated centre-back. I know that's like position in-game rating doesn't actually mean much in terms of what the meta is in terms of FIFA, because online is just wildly different to offline. But in terms of offline play, he would be very, very useful with incredible defensive stats, incredible physical stats. Not the best on pace. If we did give him an anchor, he goes to an 88, and a shadow down to an 86, because the pace just not the most important thing there. And then next up, we've got another striker that is just a couple of informs or a special card or a SBC card away from being a brilliant, brilliant card. 4-star weak foot, 6'2", 94 strength with already well-rounded physicals outside of that, 83 heading. Reactions and composure need a little bit of work, but he's got very good shooting stats in positioning, finishing, and shot power. And so an 84 and then potentially an 86 Zapata, you could start seeing somebody who is unreal. You know, if FIFA 19, of course, he had his team of the season card. I did have the pleasure of playing with this a few times in draft, and it was absolutely amazing. Another card, you know, obviously is a player prone to getting a lot of upgrades. What did he have? He had a winter upgrade, a first inform, a second inform, a man of the match card, a third inform. He had his headliners card and the team of the season card from last year. And so, yeah, this is definitely another card that we could see, another 84, 86, 88 rated card where all of a sudden he's going to be an absolute monster in the game. Next up, guys, we have got Watson. They don't have him on foothead, seemingly. Oh, no, hold on, because I spelled it wrong. It's Waston. Waston there. Did I click on him? I didn't. Waston. There you go. Didn't he have a special card last year? Yeah, he did. He had an inform. There you go. How about that? So an immense physical specimen here, Waston. 80 jumping, 94 strength, 80 aggression. Terrible pace, terrible passing and dribbling. Not terrible defense. And I wonder what his card last year got up to. 60 pace. It's not great, is it? But it wasn't too bad. And then his silver this year, we're still at 94 strength with these players. And Waston coming in hot there, with next up being Ballas. Florian Ballas, another centre-back with no pace, no chance, no stats, 6'5", absolutely useless. You're never going to see him used in anyone's teams anywhere. Garrido coming in for the next spot, the 72 rated CDM. Again, just a woeful card. 72 rated as well with stats this bad. Yeah, okay, he's got good physicals. He's got okay defense. But I would say that this is better suited to like a 65 rated silver. I don't know how on earth he's managed to pick himself up a 72 rated card right there. Another woeful card that probably never going to see. I just want to have a look at... His jumping's terrible, but I want to look at something that boosts his defending and passing. What's the... what is it? Powerhouse? Yeah, there you go. So you can get him up to a 78 CDM. You're never going to have to. You're never going to need to use a player like this ever in the history of anything that you do in FIFA, really. Acosta... Up next, guys, the silver 71 rated centre-back, Bismarck Acosta. Again, pretty useless, generally speaking. 6 foot as well, so he's not even that tall with his good physical stats. We're down to 93 strength now, though, guys, with some of these cards. Next up, we've got Andrade, Gomez Andrade. Where is he? This guy right here, gold centre-back. Terrible stats as well. Shooting, passing, dribbling, woeful. He's slow as you like. 6'2", which isn't bad. His strength and aggression are very nice. His defensive stats are okay. Again, what would I give to him? I'll probably give him the powerhouse here. Does take him up to an 82 rated centre-back. But again, you're just never going to need to use a card like this unless he's specifically designed for an objective, a seasonal objective or a milestone objective. This card is never going to see the light of day in anybody's team, pretty much anywhere. We then have 3 more to go, guys. Pavlovic. Another centre-back with the big strength. Another useless centre-back there that you're just never going to use. From the French First League. 6'5", though, with 79 jumping is not all that bad. If we do whack a Sentinel on him... where are we? Sentinel. It does take him up to an 82 rated centre-back. I mean, he has 32 pace. You're never going to use him, but it's better than a lot of the players that we've seen out there. We then have a Frey from the striker from... apparently Cologne, but I saw some stuff on Reddit saying that he plays for Galatasaray. So EA have not updated the image correctly there. Not the worst Silva that we've seen with good physical stats. You know, he's got okay dribbling and relatively decent shooting, to be fair. And maybe a sniper chem style on him would make him... No, we can't even get him up to an 80, something like that. No, we can't even get him up there into the high 70s, really. Hunter, maybe. No, we can get him like a 76 or a 77 rate. That's not too bad. He's only a couple of informs away from being usable, to be fair. His physicals are nice. With the right chemistry style, his shooting does come up as does his pace. So with a decent boost on shooting and dribbling in general, he could be quite a good player. If he does end up going through the ranks, you know, getting that 74 in form, that 79 in form, the 84 in form, the 86 in form, I don't know how good he's going to be at Galatasaray, but he has potential of being a bit of a beast. But 3-star, high, not my cup of tea. And then last but not least, guys, I believe our third Premier League player, so Bolly... No, Bolly and Wesley, the only Premier League players. But Bolly is there. So 93 strength rounding out. An anchor chem style for him wouldn't go amiss. A shadow would probably be pretty good as well. He goes up to an 85 rated centre-back or an 84 rated centre-back. I'm sure there you go with a Sentinel. An 87 rated centre-back that's going to cost you about 1,000 coins. Of course, he's slow. He doesn't have good reactions. He can't really pass. But when looking at your early game teams, you know, your day one teams that you want to use to help you grind coins through offline, through squad battles, and just playing games for the sake of playing games in division rivals, he actually has some usability. And that is going to round out, guys, the top 20 strongest players of FIFA 20. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.